Who is Korleon?
That would be me. Prince of the South, King of the City. What I say, I mean. Korleon, Chi Lito, Waldy. I go by many names, you know what I'm saying? Straight out of the Jack, Northside, Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Been on my grind for a minute. Been rapping since I was like 15. That's when I recorded my first record. I had my own label since I was like 16, 17. Had my own studio since I was 18. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple production credits. I don't even make beats. I'm just, I just know how to do good business. And, here I am. You know what I'm saying? The Mr. European shouted. A lot of shit. You ask one person the same question. I mean, you had 10 people the same question. They gonna give you 10 different answers about Korleon.
All right, now describe your sound and what you gonna bring. What you gonna bring to the game in 2014.
I mean, my sound, I think it is a reflective of my environment and where I come from and the influences around it. Cause being from Jackson in Mississippi, everything 20 run all the way through it, 55 run up and down, and so we right in the midst of everything. So we got a little bit of New Orleans, we got the Texas, we got Memphis, we got cause all the other areas around us had movement. We had underground like local movement within the city or the area, but it really didn't surpass that level like people in the neighboring states did or whatever. So, but my sound is just basically influenced by all of that, and where I'm from and what I do is that I draw inspiration from anything. You know what I'm saying? I can look at the fucking way the damn road curve wrong and come up with some shit. But I mean, my main thing is I think they set me aside from a lot of different artists in my versatility, because a lot of people end up putting themselves in a specific box, or people put them in the box because this person is known for making these type of records, like when you had the crunk era and then you had the snapback, you had the snap music and et cetera, et cetera. You had these trends that emerged, and then once the new thing, just like Soldier Boy and the Superman U-Way, but once the new thing pop up, it's over with. And I always have kept a good common knowledge of that, so that's why when I go in the booth and I record and I make records, I don't shoot for a specific type of sound. I don't go in. I don't go meet with a producer, say give me a club beat, give me this or that. I just be wanting bangers. It don't matter if it's an East Coast sounding record, a West Coast sounding record, or whatever. As long as it's something that's hot and I feel it, then I fuck with it. And because of that fact, I'm able to diversify a lot of my music and do a lot of different things and go in a lot of different spaces that a lot of artists either don't go because they can't go or they don't attempt to go. And then even deeper, I can go there and really get in depth about it, because I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't, I'm drawing from real life experiences all the way across the board. It ain't, I'm using my creativity and applying it to what I'm doing with the music, but I can speak from first-hand experience about what I'm talking about. And then at the same breath, I don't just glorify the bad. I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, because it's still fucked up out here, whether people want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? Somebody right now, right around the corner, hungry than a motherfucker. And, you know what I'm saying, they can't relate to niggas talking about popping Ace of Spades and shit every night. You know what I'm saying? And so I keep that in mind as well. So when I go in the booth, I try to make music for everybody and something that everybody can relate to. For the niggas that can pop the Ace of Spades and the J's that standing in front of the door at the store just trying to get $1 to buy a beer. You know what I'm saying?
One,
And I
one,
think that's what's gonna set me aside from a lot of other people, cause most people not they ain't they one track minded right now. Everybody just want to make a mixtape and get show money. Nobody talking about selling records. But why you gonna be in the record industry and not want to sell a record? I don't understand it. I ain't never understood it. It don't make any sense. I want you what I want. I want to go platinum. I want to go diamond. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about a mixtape. That's just a conduit to do something else. You know what I'm saying? Go on the road and touring, that's good too. But you gotta have a catalog. You know what I'm saying? I wanna be in Vegas when I'm 55. You know what I'm saying? Getting 2-3 million a night for 2 months straight. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm trying to go with this.
cool, cool, cool. So why use why you use Atlanta for your foundation? You could have picked any city. What was special about
Because
building from Atlanta?
in Atlanta, one, because its location is not far from Mississippi, and I had already spent a lot of time coming back and forth out here growing up, and then even as when I first started getting into music, Atlanta was one of the cities and one of the markets that always showed me hella love. So when I really got to the point where I feel like I peaked out where I was at, it wasn't no more I could do music wise in Jackson to make me do anything more. I came out here because this is where everything, you know what I'm saying, you still got to go to New York and LA to get the check cut, but in Atlanta you got 70% of everybody that you need to know can connect the dots for you and make certain things happen for you. The check writers on down to, the artists and the production crew, everybody, 70% of them is right here. Like if you watch 106 in Park today or tomorrow on the countdown, at least 50% of it is gonna be artists from Atlanta with records that were produced from producers that from Atlanta. So it's like strategically, that was the best thing. That was the best move for me to make because it's so much more. Jackson, the consumer market, you don't have the other side of the industry. The people just come and do shows and pick up money and leave. You don't have executives and A&R coming through and checking out and seeing what's going on. But in Atlanta, they are everywhere. And then it's a lot easier for you to catch up with somebody when you right around the corner from them as opposed to communicating through emails and texts and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like a no-brainer for me to come out here because this, a lot of music. Atlanta break a lot of good music, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is where the industry is. But at the same time, I look at it the same way, just like I look at any other spot. It's still just one particular market in this particular state. But for the purposes of networking and getting things accomplished a lot more smoother, Atlanta is where it's at if you can get around the right people and get in the right circle, you know what I'm saying? And just stay focused on what you need to be focused on. Atlanta is the ideal place for you to be if you a Southern or any artist for that matter. Because back in the day, everybody had to go and take their demos around New York and try to do and get a situation. But now, you can come, everybody coming here. You know what I'm saying? And everybody at the label and the A&Rs, everybody got their eyes set on this city and what's coming up out of here next. And it's happening in the span of 11, 12 years, you know what I'm saying? But, regardless of how you feel personally, love it or hate it or whatever, Atlanta is definitely a hub for hip hop. And they producing a lot of outside. Young Money is no other area outside Atlanta that's Atlanta artists that's putting out the amount of hits and getting the spins and the play that people that come from out of this area again.